Hello students, in this video we'll be covering NCERT exemplar questions of class 8, chapter 5, Understanding Quadrilaterals and Practical Geometry. There are 52 MCQs in just 35 minutes and I think this video will be helpful to you during examination as we have to cover max to max questions in just short period of time. So let's get started. Question 1. If three angles of a quadrilateral are each equal to 75 degree, the fourth angle is, we know that the sum of all the angles, interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree, right? Now in this it is given that three angles of quadrilateral are each equal to 75 degree. So let fourth angle be x, then 75 plus 75 plus 75 plus x should be equal to 360 degree. Okay, so 225 degree plus x is equal to 360 degree. X is equal to 360 minus 225, which is equal to 135 degree. So the correct option is B. Question 2. For which of the following diagonals bisect each other? In the following quadrilaterals, diagonals bisect each other in square. So the correct option is A. Question 3. For which of the following figures all angles are equal? In case of rectangle, we know that all the angles are equal to 90 degree. Therefore, the correct option will be A. Question 4. For which of the following figures diagonals are perpendicular to each other? In case of kite, the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So the correct option is B. Question 5. For which of the following figures diagonals are equal? We know that the diagonals are equal in case of rectangles, so option D is correct option. Question 6. Which of the following figures satisfies the following properties? All sides are congruent. In case of R, all sides are congruent. All angles are right angles. So in a square, all angles are equal to 90 degree. That is, they are right angles. So in case of square, opposite sides are parallel. So option C is the correct option. Question 7. Which of the following figures satisfy the following property? Has two pairs of congruent adjacent sides. Adjacent sides are the sides sharing a common vertex. So in case of kite, this is figure of kite, we can see that the two pairs of adjacent sides are congruent. So option C is the correct option. Question 8. In which of the following figures satisfy the following property? Only one pair of sides are parallel. In case of trapezium, only one pair of sides are parallel. In case of parallelogram, square and rectangle, two pairs of sides are parallel. So the correct option is A. Question 9. Which of the following figures do not satisfy any of the following properties? All sides are equal. In case of square, all sides are equal. All angles are right angles. In case of square and also in case of rectangle, all angles are right angles. Opposite sides are parallel. In case of square, rectangle and parallelogram, the opposite sides are parallel. So the only option is A. In case of trapezium, all these properties are not satisfied. Question 10. Which of the following properties describe a trapezium? A. A pair of opposite sides are parallel. B. The diagonals bisect each other. C. The diagonals are perpendicular to each other. And D. The diagonals are equal. This is the figure of trapezium. From this, we can easily say that a pair of opposite sides are parallel. So the correct option is A. Question 11th. Which of the following is the property of a parallelogram? This is a figure of parallelogram. From this we can easily say that opposite sides of a parallelogram are parallel. Question 12th. What is the maximum number of obtuse angles that a quadrilateral can have? The correct option is C, that is 3. Let us see how. We know that obtuse angles are greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, right? And also sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree, right? Okay. Now let us assume that an acute angle of the quadrilateral be equal to 89 degrees, right? Because acute angle is less than 90 degree. And so the other three angles will be equal to 360 minus 89 degree, right? Which is equal to 271 degrees. Now 271 can be written as the sum of 90.3 plus 90.3 plus 90.4, right? And all the three angles are obtuse angle because they are greater than 90. So the maximum number of obtuse angle in a quadrilateral can be 3. Hence the correct option is C. Question 13. How many non-overlapping triangles can we make in an n-gon polygon having n sides by joining the vertices? So let us see what is the correct option. Here are the three polygons I have taken. Now first is rectangle. Number of sides in a rectangle are 4 and number of triangles made on joining the vertices are 1 and 2. Okay, so this can be written as 4 number of sides minus 2, right? Now the next polygon is pentagon. Okay, now number of sides in a pentagon is 5 and number of triangles formed by joining the vertices are 1, 2 and 3. So this can again be written as 5 minus 2. Okay, the third figure is hexagon. The number of sides is equal to 6. So number of triangles formed on joining the vertices will be 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4. This we can get by subtracting 2 from 6. Now if we generalize it, if we say n-gon, then number of sides in an n-gon means n number of sides will be there and number of triangles made by joining the vertices will be equal to n minus 2. So the correct option will be B. Question 14. What is the sum of all the angles of a pentagon? We know that sum of all the angles of a polygon is equal to n minus 2 multiplied by 180. And in pentagon, the number of side n is equal to 5. So we'll write down 5 minus 2 multiplied by 180 degree. So 3 into 180 degree will give you 540 degrees. The correct option is C. Question 15. What is the sum of all angles of a hexagon? Again, sum of all the angles in a polygon is equal to n minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Number of sides in a hexagon is equal to 6. Therefore, 6 minus 2 multiplied by 180 degree. 4 multiplied by 180 degree is equal to 720 degrees. The correct option is D. Question 16. If two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are 5x minus 5 degrees and 10x plus 35 degrees, then the ratio of these angles is, in a parallelogram, we know that the adjacent angles are supplementary angles. That is, the sum of the two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, we can write 5x minus 5 plus 10x plus 35 degree is equal to 180 degree. So 5x minus 5 plus 10x plus 35 degree is equal to 180 degree. 5x plus 10x will give you 15x plus minus 5 plus 35 will give you 30 is equal to 180 degree. Now 15x is equal to 180 minus 30 degrees, which is equal to 150 degrees. Therefore, x is equal to 150 divided by 15. This will give you 10 degrees. So x is equal to 10 degrees. 5x minus 5, which is equal to 5 into 10 is 50 minus 5 is equal to 45 degrees. And 10x plus 35 is equal to 10 into 10 will give you 100 plus 35, which is equal to 135 degrees. Now the ratio is asked. Therefore, ratio of the two angles, these two angles will be 45 is to 135, that is 1 is to 3. Therefore, the correct option is A. Question 17. A quadrilateral whose all sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and the diagonals bisect each other at right angles. So the answer is rhombus, that is option A. Question 18th. A quadrilateral whose opposite sides and all angles are equal is rectangle. That is option A. Question 19th. A quadrilateral whose all sides, diagonals and angles are equal is a square. Therefore, option A is correct answer. Question 20. How many diagonals does a hexagon have? This is a figure of hexagon. For the number of diagonals in a hexagon is equal to 9. Therefore, A is the correct option. We can also find number of diagonals in a polygon by a formula, that is n minus 3 by 2, where n is the number of sides. In the hexagon, number of sides is equal to 6. So we can write 6 into 6 minus 3 by 2, which is equal to 6 into 3 by 2, 2 ones are and 2 threes are. So the correct answer is 9. Question 21. If the adjacent sides of a parallelogram are equal, then the parallelogram is a rhombus. As in case of rhombus, all the sides are equal, and since rhombus is a parallelogram, the correct answer is C. Question 22. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other, then the quadrilateral is rectangle. In case of square, the diagonals are equal and perpendicular bisectors. So the correct answer is B, rectangle. Question 23. The sum of all exterior angles of a triangle is 360 degree. Option B. Question 24. Which of the following is an equiangular and equilateral polygon? Equiangular means having all the angles equal, and equilateral means all the sides are equal. That is only in case of square. So option A is correct. Question 25. Which one has all the properties of a kite and a parallelogram? In a kite, two adjacent sides are equal, whereas in a parallelogram, two opposite sides are equal and parallel. And therefore, rhombus is the correct answer. In case of rhombus, we have two adjacent sides equal and two pair of opposite sides which are equal and parallel. Question 26. The angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to 4. The smallest angle is. Let us assume that the four angles of the quadrilateral are 1x, 2x, 3x, and 4x. We also know that the sum of all the angles, interior angles of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, 10x is equal to 360 degree. X is equal to 360 divided by 10, that is equal to 36 degree. So the smallest angle of the quadrilateral is x, and that is 36 degree. Hence option C is correct. In a trapezium ABCD, the measure of angle D is, in trapezium AB is parallel to ADC. Therefore, angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degree, because they are supplementary angle. They are on the same side of the transversal. Now, angle A is given to us, that is 55 degree, plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle D is equal to 180 minus 55 degree, which is equal to 125 degree. Hence, option D is correct. A quadrilateral has three acute angles. If each measures 80 degree, then measure of fourth angle is. Let the measure of fourth angle be x, and given is that the three acute angle measure equal to 80 degrees, then 80 degree plus 80 degree plus 80 degree plus x is equal to 360 degree, because We know that sum of all the interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So 240 degree plus x is equal to 360. X is equal to 360 degree minus 240 degree, which is equal to 120 degree. Therefore, option B is correct. Question number 29. The number of sides of a regular polygon where each exterior angle has a measure of 45 degree. We know that number of sides of a regular polygon is equal to sum of all the exterior angles upon measure of each angle. Therefore, number of sides is equal to sum of all exterior angles is equal to 360 degree upon measure of each angle, which is given to us as 45 degree, which is equal to 8. Therefore, A option is correct. In a parallelogram PQRS, if angle P is equal to 60 degree, then the other three angles are, let this be parallelogram PQRS, and given to us as angle P is equal to 60 degree. The measure of angle P and angle R is equal because they are opposite angles of a parallelogram. Angle S and angle P are supplementary angles. Therefore, angle P plus angle S is equal to 180 degree. They are on the same side of the transversal. So angle P is 60 degree. Therefore, angle S is equal to 180 degree minus 60 degree, which is equal to 120 degree, and angle S is equal to angle Q. The angles opposite to the parallelogram are equal. Therefore, angle Q is also equal to 120 degree. So this is 120 degree and this angle is also equal to 120 degree. So option B is correct. Question 31. If two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 2 is to 3, then the measure of the angles are. We know that the two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary angles. Therefore, 2x plus 3x is equal to 180 degree, 5x is equal to 180 degree, and x is equal to 180 divided by 5, which is equal to 36 degrees. Now, therefore, the two angles are 2x, which is equal to 2 into 36 is equal to 72 degrees, and 3x equal to 3 into 36 is equal to 108 degrees. So the correct option is A. Question 32. If PQRS is a parallelogram, then angle P minus angle R is equal to, let this parallelogram be PQRS, then angle P is equal to angle R because they are opposite angles of a parallelogram. Angle P minus angle R is equal to 0. Hence, option D is correct. Question 33. The sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, option A is correct. Question 34. The angle between the two altitudes of a parallelogram to the same vertex of an obtuse angle of a parallelogram is 30 degree. If ABCD is a parallelogram, then angle D and angle B are the obtuse angles of the parallelogram. In this, it is given that the angles between the two altitudes of the parallelogram through the same vertex of an obtuse angle. Means if we take this angle B is an obtuse angle of the parallelogram, and from this two altitudes are BF and BE on sides DC and AD respectively, right? So we want to find out the obtuse angle D and angle B. Since BF and BE are the altitudes, that means angle BED and angle BFD are 90-degree angles, right? These two are 90-degree angles, and it is given that the angle between the two altitudes is equal to 30 degree. We have to find this angle. Now in quadrilateral, ED DFB, angle E plus angle D plus angle F plus angle B is equal to 360 degree, right? Because it is a quadrilateral and sum of the angles, interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Angle E is equal to 90 degree plus angle D plus angle F is also equal to 90 degree plus angle B is equal to 30 degrees, which is equal to 360 degree, right? So angle D is equal to 360 degree minus 90 plus 90 plus 30 equal to 360 degree minus 210 degrees, which is equal to 150 degrees, right? So this is the obtuse angle. B is the correct option. Question 35. In a given figure, ABCD and BDCE are parallelograms with common base DC. If BC perpendicular to BD, then angle BEC is equal to. Now, in this figure, ABCD is a parallelogram and angle A is equal to angle C because they are opposite angles of a parallelogram. Hence, angle C is also equal to 30 degree. In triangle BDC, angle C is equal to 30 degrees. Angle B is equal to 90 degrees, which is given to us. Therefore, angle D is equal to 180 minus sum of the other two angles, that is 90 plus 30, which is equal to 180 minus 120 equal to 60 degrees, right? So this angle is 60 degrees. Again, in the parallelogram BDCE, angle E is opposite angle to the angle D, and in parallelogram the two opposite angles are always equal. Therefore, angle E is equal to 60 degrees, which is angle BEC. Hence, correct option is A. Question 36. Length of one of the diagonals of a rectangle whose sides are 10 centimeters and 24 centimeters is. Let PQRS be the required rectangle whose sides are 10 centimeters and 24 centimeters, and we have to find the length of one of the diagonals. Let this diagonal be SQ. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, SQ square is equal to 24 square plus 10 square. 24 square is 576 plus 10 square is 100. This is equal to 676. SQ square is equal to 676. Then SQ is equal to square root of 676, which is equal to 26 centimeters. Hence, the correct option is C. Question 37. If the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are equal, then the parallelogram is. According to question, the adjacent angles of a parallelogram are equal, which means that all the angles are equal, right? And this is possible only in case of rectangle where all the angles are equal to 90 degree. Hence, option A is correct. Question 38. Which of the following can be four interior angles of a quadrilateral? We know that the sum of four interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, 140 plus 40 is 180 plus 20 is 200 and 200 plus 160 will give you 360 degree. Hence, A is the correct option. Question 39. The sum of angles of a concave quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Hence, option C is correct option. Question 40. Which of the following can never be the measure of exterior angle of a regular polygon? We know that the sum of exterior angles of a polygon is equal to 360 degree, right? If we divide 360 degree by any one of the angles, it must be a whole number since it gives the number of sides, right? So 360 degree divided by 22, so 2 11s are and 2 180s are. This is equal to 16 4 by 11, which is not a whole number. Therefore, the measure of exterior angle of a regular polygon cannot be equal to 22 degree. Hence, option A is correct. Question 41. In the figure BEST is a rhombus. Then the value of y minus x is BEST is a rhombus, and it is a property of a rhombus that the diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisector. Hence, angles y is equal to 90 degrees, right? Now, TS and BE are parallel lines where BS is a transversal. Therefore, angle TSB is equal to angle SBE, right? Why? They are alternate interior angles. Okay, so angle TSB is equal to 40 degrees, right? Now, since angle Y is 90 degree, this angle is also equal to 90 degrees, and this angle is equal to 40 degrees. So by angle sum property, we have angle X is equal to 180 minus 90 plus 40 degrees, right? 180 minus 130 is equal to 50 degrees. Therefore, angle X is equal to 50 degrees. We want to find the value of Y minus X, which is equal to 90 minus 50 degrees equal to 40 degrees. So the correct option is A. Question 42. The closed curve which is also a polygon. Option A is the right answer because there is no such line segments that intersect each other. Question 43. Which of the following is not true for an exterior angle of a regular polygon with n sides? Each exterior angle is equal to 360 degree by n. It is right. Exterior angle is equal to 180 degree minus interior angle. As we know that exterior angle and interior angle together they make a linear pair. So this is right. Now n is the number of sides. So n is equal to 360 degree upon exterior angle. This is also correct. Option D is the right answer. Each exterior angle is not equal to n minus 2 into 180 degree by n. It is equal to 360 degrees by n, right? Question 44. PQRS is a square. PR and SQ intersect at O. Angle POQ is a right angle because we know that the diagonals of a square intersect each other at right angles. So angle POQ is equal to 90 degrees, that is right angle. Question 45. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 1 is to 5. Then all the angles of the parallelogram are. We know that the sum of the adjacent angles of a parallelogram is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, 1x plus 5x is equal to 180 degree. 6x is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 divided by 6, which is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore, the two angles will be 30 degree and 5 into 30 is 150 degrees. The other two angles will also be 30 degrees and 150 degrees as the opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal. Therefore, A is the correct option. Question 46. A parallelogram PQRS is constructed with sides QR equal to 6 centimeters, PQ is equal to 4 centimeters, and angle PQR is equal to 90 degrees. Then PQRS is a rectangle because in a parallelogram, if any one of the angle is equal to 90 degrees, then other angles will also be equal to 90 degrees. Since sides of the parallelogram are not equal, so it is a rectangle and not a square. Question 47. The angles P, Q, R and S of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 1 is to 3 is to 7 is to 9. And we know that the sum of all the angles, interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. Therefore, 1x plus 3x plus 7x plus 9x should be equal to 360 degrees. That is 20x is equal to 360 degrees and x is equal to 360 divided by 20, which is equal to 18 degrees. Right? Now the angles, all the four angles will be angle P is equal to x, which is equal to 18 degrees. Angle Q is equal to 3x, which is equal to 3 into 18 equal to 54 degrees. R is equal to 7x equal to 7 into 18 equal to 126 degrees, and S is equal to 9x equal to 9 into 18 equal to 162 degrees, right? Therefore, the required quadrilateral PQRS will be this, where angle P plus angle S is equal to 18 degrees plus 162 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, and angle R plus angle Q is equal to 54 degrees plus 126 degrees, which is also equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is the trapezium with PQ parallel to RS. That is, option B is the correct option. PQRS is a trapezium in which PQ is parallel to SR and angle P is equal to 130 degree. Angle Q is equal to 110 degrees. Then angle R is equal to, let the given trapezium is P, Q, R and S, where angle P is equal to 130 degrees and angle Q is equal to 110 degrees. Then we have to find angle R. In case of trapezium, angle R plus angle Q are supplementary angles. Therefore, angle R plus angle Q is equal to 180 degrees. Hence, angle R is equal to 180 degree minus 110 degrees, which is equal to 70 degrees. The correct option is A. Question 49. The number of sides of a regular polygon whose interior angle is of 135 degrees. Then uh, the exterior angle will be equal to 180 minus 135 degree, which is equal to 45 degree, and number of sides n is equal to sum of all the exterior angles upon measure of each angle. Therefore, number of sides of the polygon is equal to 360 divided by 45, which is equal to 8. Therefore, correct answer is C. Question 50. If a diagonal of a quadrilateral bisect both the angles, then it is a rhombus. As in a rhombus A, B, C and D, diagonal AC bisects angle A and angle C, and diagonal BD bisects angle D and angle B. Question 51. To construct a unique parallelogram, the minimum number of measurements required is, to construct a unique parallelogram, we need the measurement of two adjacent sides of a parallelogram and the angle between them. Therefore, the minimum number of measurements required to construct a unique parallelogram is 3. Question 52. To construct a unique rectangle, the minimum number of measurements required is 2. Therefore, the correct option is C. To construct a unique rectangle, we need only the measurement of length and breadth of the rectangle. I hope you liked this video. Please do share it with your school friends. And if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my new videos. Thank you.